So today we're going to take a look at the Coredy R3500 robot sweeper. And this is currently on sale for $199, but there's also a $40 coupon that you can apply once you add it to your cart. So just a few features here on the bottom of the box: ultra quiet, scheduled cleaning, auto charging, super slim, and it does have multiple sensors. So on the back of the box is pretty much the quick start guide, which is actually a pretty good idea. The first step being, obviously, you want to pick up objects like clothing, loose papers, pull cords for blinds or curtains, power cords, and trust me, this thing will pick up power cords. You don't know how many times I've had to pull out my phone charger from my other robot sweepers. It almost destroys them pretty much every time. Then step 2 is just plugging in the charging dock, and then place the remaining wire into the bottom of the charging dock so it doesn't get ran over. Now it does recommend to leave 6 feet in front of the charging dock and 3 feet on both sides, but sometimes you can actually get away with less than that. And then activate the robot is step 4. So all you do is place the robot sweeper onto the charging dock, make sure the charging contacts line up until you hear it beeping. And then start cleaning cycle is step 5. You just press the power button once to wake up the robot, and then press the power button again to start a cleaning cycle or auto button on remote control. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we've got. So it does come with a thank you card, 1-year limited warranty information, and of course an owner's manual. And the remote control is pretty compact. It looks very similar to some of the other robot sweepers that I've reviewed on my channel. And the nice thing is they do include 2 AAA batteries. So they also include 1 sponge filter and 1 high efficiency filter. Power supply, cleaning brush, and I'm glad to see they include 4 side brushes. That way you've got 2 extra. And of course the charging dock, which has the built-in cord storage here on the back, and some nice little rubber feet on the bottom. And as far as the robot sweeper itself, it definitely feels very similar to the D-Bot and Amari robot sweepers. So obviously, before you use this, you want to turn the switch on, which is located on the bottom. Okay, so my advice to Coredy, I would not put this sticker on just because it doesn't come off that easily. So it actually looks pretty good. It's got this black gloss plastic on the top. You can't really tell, but it sort of looks like a racing stripe right down the middle. I don't really think that's necessary. And then of course you got the power button there in chrome, which probably makes it easier to see than if it was just black. And on the front bumper, you've got your sensor. And then you get the anti-collision sensors here on the sides. You've also got a little rubber strip here on the bumper, and that should help once it starts bumping into things, not to damage it quite as easily. And here on the back is the dustbin. So it looks almost identical to the Amari robot sweeper that I reviewed earlier. And I don't remember seeing this on my other robot sweepers. You've got a little baby wheel here on the back of the dustbin. And here on the bottom of the dustbin, it just tells you if it beeps once, that means the front caster wheel is stuck. 2 beeps is the robot side brush may be stuck. 4 beeps, the main rolling brush can't turn, or it cannot return to the charging dock. And of course on the top of the dustbin is where you change the filters. And then here on the bottom, you get your 2 big driving wheels, your universal wheel, your 2 side brushes, which should just snap right on, Then you've got 2 charging contacts. And then here along the edge, you've got your drop sensors. And then you've got 3 different drop sensors. And then of course you got the main brush. Which is a combination of silicone and nylon. And the nice thing is, you just have to take out these 2 screws if you ever have to replace the battery. And this sweeper is right at 2.75 inches, so that should fit underneath most furniture that I have. So it does have auto cleaning, which is more of a random cleaning or zigzag pattern. Then you've got spot cleaning, edge cleaning, single room cleaning, and then by hitting the max button on the remote control, you can change it from 1400 PA to 1700 PA for a stronger vacuuming suction. So I don't actually see it in the manual, but typically on the other robot sweepers that I've reviewed on my channel, will say to charge this 12 hours before use. So I'm not really sure why I don't see that in this one. But now that we've covered most of the basics for the Coredy R3500, I'm gonna go ahead and get this charging, and then I'll show you some running footage of the different cleaning modes, and then I'll let you know my final thoughts. So when testing out the Coredy R3500 robot sweeper, it seemed very comparable to the other robot sweepers that I've tested so far, where it picks up grass and light dog hair fairly easy on hardwood, or in my case wood laminate flooring. It also picks up small items such as dog food or cereal without too much trouble, as long as it goes back and forth over that same general area. I was using the spot cleaning mode until my dogs wanted to help clean up the dog food, so I cheated and started using the arrows on the remote control. You know how dogs are, always wanting to help clean up messes. One other test I always like to do is around the steps and railing using the edge cleaning mode to see how good the sensors work. And luckily so far, I haven't had any go crashing down the steps, because if they did, I'm pretty sure it would be damaged falling down that far. The weird thing is, when I was testing out the single room cleaning mode, where it goes in a zigzag pattern, one time when testing it, the pattern was real nice and neat, almost like when people mow their yard and fancy patterns. Well, not me, I don't have that kind of time. But then when testing it again, the pattern was more random and I couldn't tell the difference between that mode and when it cleans in auto mode. Now you'll notice here, my carpet isn't real thick, so it does a decent job at cleaning, but I would recommend using a regular sweeper that has quite a bit more suction power on carpet from time to time, especially if you have pets. Now when emptying the dustbin, one thing I noticed when closing it is there's nothing that snaps back together, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's closed all the way. But when shaking the dustbin upside down, it didn't come open, so that's definitely a good sign. So hopefully this video gives you a little more info on the Coredy R3500 robot sweeper. I would say this model is right on par with the Amari A80 I reviewed earlier on my channel. So you definitely want to watch for sales on Amazon. It seems like robot sweepers are always on sale from time to time. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.